Happy Wednesday, everyone. So today we are going to talk a lot about the power of gratitude and how well that can help promote healing in your own body. So we'll go over some emotions, some struggles, some things that have kind of popped up this week with different clients and how we can help address those areas. So let's just start with thinking of something that you're grateful for. This could be you're grateful for the beautiful snow outside. You're grateful for your kids. You're grateful for, you know, being able to walk, right? It doesn't have to be something super out there, but just try and think of something that you're grateful for today. Then we will get started here. We'll do a little bit of breath work first. So let's do the 4-7-8 pattern, because that is a good one to help calm the nervous system. It helps promote digestion if you do it before you eat. And then if you do it before you sleep, it helps calm your nervous system to go to sleep too. So inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. So just find a comfy spot, sit up straight, get grounded, put your feet on the ground. Just take a couple cleansing breaths. You just really want to relax that nervous system. So we're going to inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, hold, exhale. Get all of that air out of your lungs and really push it out. So inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. One more time. Inhale, hold, exhale. All right, so let's get started here. Okay. So have you ever taken a moment to really express gratitude for someone who made an impact in your life? So making a simple thank you letter, shooting out a text message, sending an email, those actually can improve your health, your happiness, and even your energy levels. So we're diving into the science behind gratitude and how even just writing a simple note can help elevate your health. Oopsie, sorry guys. So the science of gratitude. So studies show that gratitude isn't just a feel-good emotion, it's actually a health booster. So research from the University of California found that practicing gratitude lowers your stress hormones, improves your sleep, and even reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression. The best part, it's free and you can do it whenever you want. So even just saying thank you to the clerk at the grocery store, buying someone a cup of coffee, those things can actually help elevate your mood and your energy and the whole vibration of your body. So, who is someone in your life that deserves a thank you letter? Maybe this is your spouse. Maybe it's one of your kids. Maybe it's someone who made an impact in your life. So, writing a thank you letter is one of the easiest ways to unlock the benefits of gratitude because it shifts your focus. So, instead of dwelling on the stress that you have in your life, you start seeing the good things instead of focusing on the bad things. Because the energy we put out is the energy that comes back. So, if you're constantly thinking about, I have pain, I have pain, I have pain, I have pain, your body's going to only focus on that pain. So we want to instead fill our cup up and be grateful for things that are good instead of bad. So the letter also helps strengthen your relationships. So expressing your gratitude deepens your connections with others. So we live in a society where we are constantly surrounded by Facebook and social media and instant gratification and instant connections, where I feel like people forget how to have a conversation with one another. Like, even I find younger kids don't know how to have a conversation. They just want to be on their phone and they only want to text and no one wants to talk anymore. So trying to have that meaningful conversation with words versus texting or typing, that's a whole nother expression of gratitude too. The thank you letter also rewires your brain. So talking about old habits, those old habits, maybe this is something, maybe you always stay up till midnight. Maybe you smoke. Maybe you always focus on the bad. Maybe like those are connections in your brain that have been wired that way. Well, the good thing is the brain has the capability to rewire those pathways. So there is a series called Rewired by Joe Dispenza that talks all about rewiring your brain and how to do it. And all of the things are actually free that you can do. There's a lot of meditation, a lot of gratitude, journaling, prayer. Those are all good ways to rewire your brain, and just repetition. It's hard to change. Change does not happen overnight. Be gracious with yourself, forgive yourself, understand that it does take time to establish those new habits and rewire those neural pathways. So the gratitude activates the prefrontal cortex in your brain, which is linked to positive thinking and emotional resilience. So by writing a simple thank you letter, that helps improve your neural connections in your brain. So how to write a thank you letter. Sometimes we forget this because not a lot of people write letters anymore. So think of someone in your life that deserves a thank you letter or a gratitude letter or a birthday card or something to send to them with your handwriting on it. So start with a greeting. Dear so-and-so, I wanted to just take a moment to thank you. Be specific. Mention a particular moment or action that they made a difference. Share how it impacted you. So let them know how their kindness shaped your life, and end with gratitude. So I appreciate you more than words can say. So read it out loud or actually sending it to them. That impact is even greater. So it doesn't have to be hard. So I challenge you to make a list. So make a list of people that are on your heart. So oftentimes we might have been in a situation where we're like, hey, this person's really on my mind. This person's on my heart. I'm really thinking about them. And maybe, a half an hour later they call you. Well, you're on that same energy frequency. So usually people are thinking of one another for a reason and we're supposed to connect. So make a list of people that are on your heart, send them a letter, send them a text message, send them an email, shoot them a call. It doesn't take much effort. Stop by their house and bring them a coffee. Like, it doesn't take a lot of effort to do that. And investing in those relationships is going to help bring you joy. So we as humans are supposed to be in a community setting. We're not supposed to be isolated all the time. Like, it does take a village. And I find with social media, you think you have a village, but a lot of those people, having 300 friends on Facebook is not a village that actually cares about you. So finding those people that truly care and appreciating them and expressing that gratitude. So start the process, start reflecting on the people you're grateful for. It could be someone who influenced you. It could be a friend, could be a mentor, could be a teacher, could be a babysitter, could be anyone. So here's a few suggestions on how to deepen or start relationships. So send a thank you email, text, Facebook message, send a handwritten card, send a thoughtful gift and a note, send a sample of something you use all the time, or make a donation that the person supports for a charity. So start to categorize how you're going to show appreciation to these individuals. You don't have to do it all in one day. So for me, I actually made a list of about 20 people. And as I get time, I write a thank you card. And as they're on my heart, I write that card. I don't just write it because I was told to do it, right? Like, I wait until I get that message of, okay, this is what I'm supposed to say to them, write it down and mail it. Like, doesn't have to be hard there too. So start sending your messages and engage with those that reply to you. So here's a sample for a friend letter. So you could say, hi, as I'm reflecting on 2025, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge you for being such a great friend and positive influence on my life. I admire you for what you stand for. You inspire me to be the best version of myself more than you know. Wishing you health, happiness, and wholeness. If there's anything I can do to support you, please let me know. I'm here to help. Oftentimes we forget about those that do care about us, and it's kind of a sad thing to think about. Here's an example one for family. So once again, kind of reflecting. being grateful for the relationship, wonderful to have them in your life, and wishing health and happiness. So I really want you to start now, really start making that list. Just do it right now. It's only going to take 5 minutes of your time to do that. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second and I'm going to switch over here to another screen. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to bring up is that sometimes people fall off the bandwagon and you think that everything is out the window. I'm going to throw everything out the window, start completely over. Everything is ruined. That's not true, right? So the reset is really about establishing those healthy changes for life. I can tell you, I posted in the Facebook group today about how I fell off the bandwagon myself. So I'm doing the reset myself too. I am in the maintenance phase. My kids were sick. I fell off the bandwagon. I didn't meal prep. Well, my Oura ring scores just went down, 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 down. Then I added in not sleeping on top of it. And that is not serving me. That is not the best version of myself. So what do I get to do? I get to jump back on board. I get to do meal prepping again. So thinking of it as you get to do these things, you have the opportunity to up level your health and you know how. So take that opportunity. Like you know how well you feel when you do it. So just continue that and forgive yourself. So a supplement that I like that I do take, it's called Elevate by Des Bio. So this is not what I take every single day, but if I'm having a hard time or I'm having a bad day or my kids are on my case and I'm just feeling kind of like sad, down, maybe I'm not sleeping very good, maybe I'm irritable, like put a couple drops under your tongue. It does actually help to literally elevate your mood and bring you up from that lower state. So this is something that I use before I write a card. So I might not even be in a bad mood, but if I can elevate my vibration even higher to make an impact on somebody else, I'm going to do that. All right, so let's pull this other one up here. So I know we talked about this one in the past as well, but I just wanted to touch on it too, of the power that your words have. So choosing words that are of higher vibration, that are better for you and resonate better with you versus negative words. Oh my goodness, today. Technical difficulties. I can also assure you that you guys, if you're having a hard week, you are not the only one. So keep going. You can do it. So the devil's always out there trying to wreak havoc on our lives. Don't let him win. Like, don't get fed up about it. Don't let him win. So words shape our reality, thoughts, and emotions. Our thoughts and words create neural pathways in the brain. So you do have the ability to rewire that brain and influence your emotional and physical health. So this is thinking more back to what words do we speak often ourselves. So you can write your thank you cards, but then I want to think of words in your aspect of what do you say to yourself all the time? Maybe you're someone that says, you know, I'm always bad at math. I am not good at writing. I'm not good at cooking. I'm a terrible cook. I burn everything. Like, so when you're putting those statements out there, your body believes that. Your body doesn't understand the difference between you joking about it and you actually believing it. It just hears those words and it imprints into your body that that is the truth. So think of words you've been speaking over yourself. Are they giving you life or are they taking it away? And how have your repeated thoughts and words shaped your current circumstances? If you're thinking, I'm always terrible with money, I'm always paycheck to paycheck, you're always going to be paycheck to paycheck because that's literally what you're telling yourself. So elevating that thinking that it doesn't have to be that way. So the science and thoughts and reality. So words influence brain chemistry, emotions, and ultimately our actions. So thinking of phrases that you use all the time. So the words we use, whether spoken aloud or silently, in our thoughts have a profound impact on our brain chemistry, emotional well-being, and behavior. So science has shown that our thoughts and language patterns shape our reality by influencing neurological and physiological responses in the body. Whether we speak words of encouragement or words of self-doubt, our brain processes and reacts to them accordingly, reinforcing specific emotional and behavioral patterns. So, for example, a lot of you may know about the skin rashes that I had on my hands for a long time. I did the reset program, they went away. Then they came back. I fell off the bandwagon. They came back, and something inside of me just, I knew I had to dig deeper. And this was an emotional issue and not so much an issue with myself. So when I would eat foods before that I knew were not good for me, maybe out at a restaurant, I'm like, man, I know my hands are going to flare from this. Well, I am already programming my body to have that response. So something shifted in the last about 2 weeks with me on the reset again that I'm like, I just need to let that go. I can tell you I have eaten now like more than I'd like to admit in the last week, and my hands didn't react. So when we let those negative thought patterns and processes go and rewire our brain into a connection of my hands are going to be fine even if I eat this food, right? Like we have that ability to heal our body with our mind. So that's why I really do resonate with Joe Dispenza, because he's all about healing the body with your mind. You don't need anything outside your body to heal your body, but you have to have the way to rewire your brain in order to do that. So if you think of certain words, such as I'm not good enough or I am capable, the brain strengthens the corresponding neural circuits, making those beliefs a habit. Words serve as reinforcement tools, turning our most common thoughts into ingrained behaviors, influencing how we see ourselves in the world. So over time, negative self-talk can lead to a fixed mindset, while positive words encourage a growth mindset, improving your resilience and personal development. So for example, if someone repeatedly tells themselves they're bad with money, their brain solidifies that belief, leading to behaviors that align with it, such as avoiding financial planning or making poor spending choices. But your brain does have neuroplasticity and the ability to rewire itself based on repeated thought patterns. So neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new connections throughout life. So we experience different events in our lives that change those connections in our brain. So we can reprogram our brain for different thought patterns. So positive words stimulates the brain reward center, making it easier to form the healthier habits. So by repeating and encouraging those affirmations, this can shift the limiting belief by creating new neural connections that are empowering. So negative words actually like hardwire stress and fear responses, making it difficult to break free from the cycles of self-doubt or negativity. So this is where you can add in EFT tapping, Fields of Flowers, the Elevate supplement, Emotion Code, Emotional Healing in 3 Easy Steps, the Clear It book by Dr. Jay Davidson. So releasing that negative energy around your body so you are able to elevate your vibration and your health. If you are familiar with the inner voice tones, listening to the inner voice audio tones, that helps up level your frequency to release those negative thought patterns as well. So the power of letting go. So like I said, I let go of, I can't say exactly what it was with my hands. Maybe it was just the thought that I was going to have that reaction, but I let a lot of stuff go. The hands, when they're holding on to stuff, that usually is things that you have to let go. There are people that I know that have like contractures in their hands or swelling in their hands. Well, that usually manifests as something emotional that needs to be let go. So thinking of things that you need to let go in your life so you can be free from that, release those negative emotions, and rewire your brain for more positive ones. So this is an exercise that you can do too. So writing down limiting beliefs, fears, worries, regrets, painful memories, thinking of those. And like I said, I've done this PowerPoint before, and I can put the longer video in the comments as well. but just keeping in mind, if there's something that you're holding on to that you need to let go, it is going to serve you better to let it go than it is to hold on to it. Maybe it's resentment towards someone. Well, holding on to those negative emotions only hurts you. It doesn't hurt them. So for your own sake, let it go. So another exercise you can do, so letting go of the past, so writing down everything that no longer serves you. This could be those negative thought patterns of I'm not good enough, I'm always bad with money, I'm a terrible cook, past relationships, unhealthy habits. The other thing that you can do with writing things down that no longer serve you that you need to let go is have a little burn ceremony. I did it in a stainless steel bowl outside. So I wrote down everything that ticked me off and I lit it on fire. Let it go, right? So sometimes physically actually burning the words helps as well. So replace negativity with positivity. So once you've let these things go, refill with empowering things. So create a vision board, write down some positive affirmations, write something on your bathroom mirror that you want to look at every day. It could be, I love you, right? A lot of us don't love ourselves, and that is a deep emotional problem. So we want to address that so we are able to up level your frequency of your body to promote healing and repair. Gratitude journaling. So this is huge. Even if this means you think of 3 things you're grateful for before you get out of bed and your feet hit the floor in the morning, that will change your day. Try it. Just try it. It is not going to make anything worse. It only makes things better because the brain responds to the positivity. So the devil wants us to constantly live in fear and negativity. God wants us to raise our vibration and live in that higher vibrational state in the power of positivity. Then that's where you manifest abundance and success and all of the higher vibration emotions, love, joy, success. Those are all at a higher frequency. In order to get them, we need to raise our frequency. And the only way to do that is to release the negative and replace it with positive. So creating your new identity, if you haven't done this, I'm going to put this in the chat too. I would highly recommend doing that. There is a Google document that walks you through the process, and then the replay of me walking you through it as well. The only way to really hold on to the new habits that you've created is by up-leveling your identity. So you can go through this program, but if you never up-level your identity, you're going to go back to whatever you were doing before. So, and that's not going to serve you in the long run, right? We are doing this to make changes over time and up-level ourselves constantly. So your new identity, that should be something that you think of quarterly. So every quarter, look at it and be like, you know what? I up-leveled myself to here. How can I get even better? How can I be even more like a superhero? What else can I do to be an even better person, a better grandma, a better mom, a better wife, a better daughter? How can you improve that? So up-level that at least once a quarter and take a peek at that. So daily habits to reaffirm positive words. So transformation requires consistency. Change is hard, takes time. Be gracious with yourself. So it's not going to happen overnight, and that's the hard part. So practice progress over perfection. So just keep picking away at it because it's not going to happen overnight. So consistent, intentional actions, straight, just like it strengthens muscles. If you're doing reps, your brain needs to do reps too, because that's what's shaping your new identity and your outlook on life, your confidence. So by doing that every single day, you're going to keep getting better and better and better. So repeated thoughts and words create long-term changes in your brain or the neuroplasticity. So positive reinforcement strengthens belief systems and replaces limiting beliefs. So small, consistent actions accumulate to create profound, lasting transformation. Dr. Joe Dispenza emphasized that where you place your attention is where you place your energy, meaning that daily intentional focus on positive words and affirmations will eventually manifest in our lives. So if we're focusing on the positive, positive things are going to happen. If we're focusing on the negative, you're going to notice the negative throughout the day. So a way to shift that too is if you wake up in a super bad mood, take 10 minutes, do a guided meditation, throw some headphones in, shift your body into that positive state so you're not having a bad day all day, because no one wants to have a bad day all day. So morning affirmations, those set a positive tone for the day by consciously choosing empowering words and thoughts upon awakening. So each morning you can state positive affirmations. Examples would be, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy. Today I embrace positivity and opportunity. I'm walking in purpose and success. So you can also write these down, read them out loud, and make that a part of your morning routine, because that really primes your brain for success by creating that positive emotional baseline for the day. So if you wake up in a good mood, you usually have a good day. If you wake up in a bad mood, you usually have a bad day. So all days are good days, just some are better than others, but they can still all be good. So journaling, so that tracks your personal growth, helps you recognize victories, helps identify areas for improvement. So I actually know a couple right now, they're in the very beginning of their relationship, they're madly in love. I said, write it down. So when you're going through the trials and tribulations later down the line, you can look back and know you have that and you have that power. So like I said, it's not always rainbows and unicorns, but we can change our state of our body to a positive state. So journaling 5 to 10 minutes a day. This could be in a note on your phone. This could be in a physical pen and paper. So thinking of things like what went well, what challenges did I overcome, what things am I grateful for, what wins did I have. So you can also use this as a space if you are in that negative state, write down everything that's bothering you and then fill your cup back up. So dump the bad, fill the good. So speaking life over yourself and others. So cultivating a habit of verbalizing positivity, encouragement, and kindness, both internally and externally, because the words we speak influence our relationships, opportunities, and self-perception. So have a conversation with people. If you're out in public, everyone's on their phone. Don't bring your phone and actually talk to someone. That is so rare. So just say thank you, smile at someone, have a conversation. Make it a goal. So mindfulness meditation to catch that negative self-talk. So we want to become aware of the words that we're saying and stop saying that negative pattern, right? So the only way you might need someone else to help you with this. Maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's a friend that can point out like gently, like, hey, you mentioned that earlier, that's a negative state. Let's help fix that, right? So engaging in that mindfulness meditation, so you can really focus on your deep breathing, become aware of the thoughts that you're having. Don't judge yourself. Just be aware of the thoughts, like what is in my brain. When a negative thought comes, acknowledge it, let it pass, and replace it with something positive. So you're not going to make those changes until you recognize those negative states. You can also use guided meditation apps or calming music while you're doing your deep breathing and your mindfulness meditation, or your inner voice audio tones as well. So the meditation helps retrain the brain to break the cycles of negative thinking. So this increases emotional regulation, reduces stress and anxiety, encourages intentional present moment awareness, and prevents overthinking and worry. So takeaway, be intentional with your words. Speak what you want to see, not what you fear. Understand that your words are constantly shaping your future. Choose your words wisely. Recognize the words you use daily and how they shape your mindset and your actions throughout the day. Practice positive affirmations, so regularly reinforcing empowering beliefs to retrain your brain and rewire those neural pathways. Monitor your negative self-talk, so replace your self-defeating thoughts with words of encouragement. So catch the negative, acknowledge them, replace them with positive. Incorporate gratitude, so speaking words of gratitude to foster heart-brain coherence and emotional balance. Letting go is necessary for transformation. Faith and neuroscience work hand in hand. So trust in God while also applying proven methods to support the emotional well-being. And this might be reaching out for help. Maybe you have a therapist. Maybe you reach out to me for an emotional session. Like, we want to address those emotions so that negative state doesn't stay in you. We want to release that. That's not yours to carry forever. Filling your cup is an ongoing process. So continue to nurture your mindset with uplifting content. So if you constantly watch scary movies and terrifying shows all the time, and that negativity is just being, or the news, if you watch the news every day, that negativity is just being pouring into you, where if you instead, listen to some Christian music or play with your grandkids or play with your kids or go for a walk, go outside, what you are doing outside externally affects your internal being too. So really watch what you are watching on TV and on social media and what you're taking in that way as well. Be mindful of the language you use daily, both internally and externally. Take action. So, what you affirm and visualize today lays the groundwork for tomorrow's reality. So, what if you only had today what you were grateful for yesterday? What would you have? Probably not much because we don't practice gratitude enough. So, really making gratitude a start to your day. So, starting with the gratitude, the affirmations, journal your thoughts to track your progress and release your negativity. Speak words of encouragement to yourself and others, and practice mindfulness to stay aware of and redirect negative self talk. So, if you are having a hard time, definitely reach out because I'm here to help you and support you throughout this journey. I know sometimes giving up foods can be very difficult and you have the cravings and the withdrawals. Well, reach out to me so I can give you the tools that you need for proper support along the way.